Welcome once again, guys. To start cutting, the first thing is to fold your fabric into two and make sure it is exactly 10 inches or a little bigger than that, but it shouldn't be less. So after folding into two, the next thing I'll be doing will be to mark ½ inch, and that ½ inch is the allowance you'll be attaching width to your body. That's the sewing allowance of the attachment of your sleeve to your body. So that is the ½ inch you see me marking there. So I'll start my measurement from that ½ inch line, and that will mean I'll put my tape rule on that ½ inch line like that, and I'll take my full sleeve. We'll be having a wristband of 2.5 inches, and I'll be putting that into cognizance later. But first, I'll take the full sleeve measurement, then I'll mark. So if your sleeve is 25, 26, 20, you just take that measurement there. Then you mark the wristband you'll be attaching to it. You mark the 2.5 inches wristband, and that is the 2.5 inches mark point you see me making. So I'll use a ruler to join that line together, and that is the line of the wristband. Now that is the size of the wristband. Now I'll be adding ½ inch from the sleeve to that wristband when I'm joining to the wristband, and that is the ½ inch I'm making also. The wristband is an external attachment to the sleeve, so that will be chopped off, but you will be cutting from that ½ inch mark I just made now. That is the ½ inch sewing allowance for the attachment. Then for the wrist circumference, I'll take 6.5 inches. You can take 6.25 or even 6 if the person is not that big, but 6.5 is always safe. Then for the sleeve cap, you can use 6 inches or you use 5.5 inches. So I'll just join with a straight line like that, and that is for the sleeve cap. That is how your curve will be like, or should I say where your curve will end up. Now for your round arm measurement, which I mostly call elbow, so I marked 8 inches like that, and I'll be joining that also with a straight line, and that is where you'll be taking your round arm measurement. That is the biggest part of your hand. I'll divide the sleeve cap into two, come forward by 3/4 inch, make a curve to the top of the sleeve like that. Then that curve would meet the sleeve cap measurement. Mind you, that sleeve cap measurement is not final. We'll also be taking the armhole measurement on that curve. Now for our round arm, you mark your round arm measurement. That is divided by 2. Then you add your sewing allowance. If you are using ½ inch, if you are using a 3/4 inch, you mark. Then you make your curve from that sleeve circumference to your elbow. Then you take your armhole measurement on that curve. Where it stops, you mark. Then you join to the round arm measurement like that. After cutting, next I'll be showing you how to create space for your placket. So if your sleeve circumference is 6 inches, you mark 3.5. So you just make sure you mark half below the midpoint. So for this, I will mark half below the midpoint, and I'll do that like that, and I'll make a straight line. So on that line, you can mark 4 inches or 4.5 inches depending on how long the sleeve is. So after marking that, you create a straight line. Then on the tip of that edge like that, you create a 1/4 inch arrow head, and you'll be cutting off that at the same time, also cutting off the arrowhead mark, and you'll be doing that for the right and the left sleeve.